Oh, so the cam is already on. So, what are we waiting for? Let's start our anniversary special here at Mactan Shrine Cebu!
Yeah, let me show you something. Girls, you ready? Let's go!
Well, hello, Ariel. So are you? Oh, by the way, we're not here to talk with our today, but I guess you should tell our viewers what to expect with our anniversary special.
Yes, so today is our anniversary special, and we are here to talk about our learnings from our class with Miss Catherine Chin, the course PSYC26.
That's right, but since we do have a lot of learnings in these subjects, let's just pick our best learnings, I guess.
Okay, so let's proceed to our issue number 1. Our issue number 1 is about what is staffing. So, roll VTR.
So before, what I have learned, before our class with Miss Ching, what I have learned about staffing is that staffing is about just hiring people, plainly hiring people. After our discussion, I have learned that staffing is the process of acquiring, deploying, and retaining a workforce of sufficient quantity and quality to create positive impacts on the organization's effectiveness.
So staffing, what I've learned about the discussion of staffing in Miss Catherine Chin's class is that staffing is the process of acquiring, deploying, and retaining. So in acquisition, it is the activities that involve the intake of applicants into the organization, such as recruitment and selection. In the recruitment, there is the interviews and the pooling of applicants, and in the selection it is the hiring. So next is the deployment. The deployment refers to the placement of new hires on the actual job they will hold, something that may not entirely clear at the time of hire. So it is the placement of the new hires to its actual position, such as the HR staff doing the recruitment and selection. Lastly is the retention. Retention is the system that seeks the inevitable flow of employees out of the organization. So the management is looking for ways in order for the employees to retain and stay in the organization, such as the compensation and benefits of the employees. Very well said, guys. So that is staffing. So moving on to our issue number 2. Pini, what is our issue number 2?
That's right, sir. Issue number 2 is about our future task as a future HR student. So this task is my favorite, Ariel. It's all about job advertisement making. So again, that was making job advertisement. Now let's move on, Ariel, to our third issue.
So our third issue is very important for us fresh graduates because this is to convince the employers to hire us. And this is the writing of the resume. Roll VTR.
So now let's take a look at Ariel's resume. First is her personal data and contact info. Her complete name is written first, followed by her complete address, cellular number, and then email address. Take note that her complete name is written in a font size which is bigger than the other information. This is to make your employer remember your name easily. The next part of her resume is her career objective. Career objectives must include the position you desired. So let's take a look at Ariel's career objective. Be sure to make it short but direct. Next part of her resume is her work experience. Since Ariel is a fresh graduate, her work experience includes her internship at a certain company. In writing your work experience, you should first write the position, the name of the company, the address of the company, and the duration of your work experience. The next part is the educational attainment. Your school experiences is an important component of your resume. These components should include the tertiary level, the primary, and secondary. Let's start with the tertiary, since it is the most recent. Your core should be the first one to be written, then the school, the complete address of the school, and the years attended. And for the secondary and primary, the name of the school should be written first, followed by the complete address of the school and the years attended. Next part is the achievements. A resume may also list of any honors or awards that you have received. Let's take a look at Ariel's achievements. So first, she wrote that she was a consistent Dean's Lister at the University of San Jose Recoletos in the year 2010 to 2014. Also, Recoletos Educational Assistance for Discovering Students Scholar is one of her achievements, which is also in San Jose Recoletos and in the year 2011 to 2013. And the next part are the seminars and trainings attended. A comprehensive list of the trainings and seminars that you have attended that are connected to the position you're applying for. For example, Psychology of Happiness in the Workplace. Since Ariel is applying for the position of the HR, Psychology of Happiness in the Workplace is an important seminar that she should write. So first, you should write the title of the seminar, the venue, and the date when it was conducted. The next part of her resume is her skills. This is the time for you to summarize all the competitive skills you have for the employees to take note of. Examples of this are interpersonal skills, good communication, both oral and written, proficient in computer applications such as MS Word, MS Excel, MS PowerPoint, and Adobe Photoshop, knowledgeable in organizing trainings, seminars, and team buildings, excellent in time management and multitasking. Next part, the affiliations. The affiliations include the organizations you belong to. You should start by writing your role in the organization, the name of the organization, and the years of your membership in the said organization. So for example, Ariel was a member of the Psychology Society. And so she wrote first that she was a member in the Psychology Society of the University of San Jose Recoletos in the year 2010 to 2014. The last but not the least part is the character references. It is a list of people who can verify your skills and competencies. These individuals may be teachers, previous employers, supervisors, or business colleagues. You should start by writing the name of the individual, his or her position, the company he or she is working, and the contact key information. You should at least write 3 character references of yours, just like what Ariel did.
Hi guys, I'm here at Mactan Newtown, and for your information, Mactan Newtown is the newest establishment here in Mactan, Lapu-Lapu. So that means there are a lot of positions they are looking for, and one of them is the HR staff. So let's go. Oh, the camera is here. Come here. So guys, remember the points and the guidelines of the writing resume, and now we are here for our last issue.
For today's anniversary special. So
Yes,
our
that's right.
last issue is about
Job interview. We will show you how to conduct interview and how to behave in an interview.
So, listen carefully and roll VTR.
So can I call Miss Malini?
Good morning, ma'am. I am Rose Maria applying for HR.
Okay, you may take your seat.
Thank you, ma'am.
So before we formally start our interview, may I introduce myself? I'm Ariel C. Caballero, the HR staff of the company. So how are you today, Miss Malini?
I'm feeling kind of nervous, ma'am, but I'm fine.
Okay, that's good. So can you please tell me about yourself?
Yes, so once again, I am Rose Malingin, and I came from Manila before, and then I transferred to Cebu for educational purposes. So I took up psychology because I want to understand people more, and besides, it is recommended by my guidance counselor. Way back before, we were very close, and so I just give it a try, and then I liked it.
Okay, that's good that you liked it.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering if why did you choose to study here in Cebu, since there are a lot of good schools there in Manila?
Yeah, because first and foremost, the reason is I really hate the traffic in Manila, and then Cebu does not have that much traffic, so that would all be my reason. But Cebu is also known for its best schools also, and I do believe that it's also an advantage for me to experience another culture.
Okay, so that's good. So can you tell me about a brief description about your family?
Yeah, so I was born in a broken family because my father is married to another woman, and my mother did not marry again. But despite me being raised only by my mother, I know that I cannot sense any difference growing up without a father, because my mother has provided me all. Then when it comes to values and learnings and knowledge, my mother really keep up with me.
So you were saying that without a father doesn't affect you.
Yeah. Maybe at first when you were little and then you were wondering why you don't have a father, it's just you get a lot of questions in your mind. But then eventually when you grow up, when I grow up, I have learned to cope with it, that I have learned to appreciate what I have.
Do you have still contact with your father?
Yes, we have. We exchanged text messages recently because we're okay.
Well, that's good to hear. So where did you know about our hiring?
I've read it from mynimu.com.
Okay, so do you have any pending applications from other company?
None at all.
Okay, so why did you choose our company?
Yes, your company, because from what I have read and searched on the internet, the company has established already its name, and I want to be secured, ma'am. So knowing that your company is established, I know that my future will be established too. And then the way you took care of your people, so it really attracted me.
Okay, so what responsibilities do you know about the company?
The responsibilities.
I mean about the position.
Yeah. So from what I have heard, being in HR, I would be obliged to be in the compensation and benefits, and the recruitment, and as well as employee relations.
So have you tried these responsibilities?
Yes, in my OJT and as well as in our activities and simulation in classroom during college.
Okay, so Miss Malingin, why should we hire you?
Yes, you should hire me because I do believe that I am qualified for this position. And I know that my skills, knowledge, and experiences will be an edge for you, and I know that I will be an asset in your company.
Okay, so I think I've got everything I needed. Do you have any questions?
None at all.
So can you give us a way to assess your application and consider also other applications? And when you won't hear from us within that week, so consider your application as unsuccessful. So thank you, Miss.